Welcome to Pythia's Prophecy Tarot. This is your new moon in Scorpio reading. So let's get started. How are all of you? Hope you're doing well. The new moon is on the 20th. I'm doing this a couple of days before. Okay, so let's start with Scorpio. Okay, and Scorpio, what is the message for Scorpio? This new moon. What's the message here for Scorpio? What is the message for Scorpio for the new moon? Ooh, Astrid, love, fire, sensuality, fertility. Okay. Okay, and let's get a card from this deck. Scorpio. What's the message here for Scorpio? New moon in Scorpio. What's the message for Scorpio? What is the message here for Scorpio? For the new moon in Scorpio. Message for Scorpio. What's the message? What's the message for Scorpio? Cards are a little tough to shuffle. What is the message here for Scorpio? Message for Scorpio. Okay, we've got ancient, ancestry, Egypt, and magical inheritance. Wow. Interesting. And we've got nightmare, psychic protection, shield, and ban dreams. Okay. That's interesting. Because at the bottom of this deck, we've got the fairy godmother, revelation, discovery, epiphany. So it sounds like Scorpio, you seem to be fired up, okay, with this astral energy. You're fired up. There's someone I think that you're attracted to, or something that you care about, you know, that you're very passionate about. But with fertility as well, it could be a chance for something new, okay, maybe even a new life. I'm getting a little bit of an Empress energy as well. And with ancient, it sounds like this is a connection that feels very strong, very deep, and could be from your past, okay, literally. But it also feels spiritual with this fairy godmother here. It feels like something that fate has handed to you, something lucky. Yeah, and we've got this fate card at the bottom. You know, it feels like fate's handed something lucky to you, an opportunity that feels amazing. With magical inheritance as well, it feels like this is yours, okay, like this is yours for the claiming, okay. Now with this nightmare, it could be that with that protection, it could be that there's a need to protect this relationship or opportunity or whatever it is, because it's so magical that, you know, there could be some jealousy coming your way, okay. There's a need for some sort of protection, but I feel with magical inheritance, it is meant for you. So let's see, why is Astrid there with ancient for Scorpio? Page of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that's a thing. I mean, with the Nine of Cups, you know, it's something you greatly desire, Scorpio. You're worried about this. Maybe you're worried about... There's some anxiety in going for this, okay? I'm not sure why. This is your magical inheritance. It is meant for you. Let me see. Why is Scorpio so nervous about this? The Star. Yeah, it's you know, I'm getting a feeling of something that is amazing, and maybe a lot of other people also want this, Scorpio, okay? If it's a person, then they're a huge catch. If it's, you know, a job, lots of people want it. Something, this is very desired, okay? But it's yours for the taking, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's yours. Let's look at this Queen of Coins. Eight of Coins. And one more. We've got the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there's some sort of deception here, or it could be self-deception, Scorpio. It could be self-deception, okay? You could be wondering if this person or a job or whatever is a good fit for you with that Queen of Coins, you know. Focused on making a choice. You know what you want, but maybe you're second guessing yourself here, okay? Wondering whether you should go for this. Is this the right thing for you? And the fact is that yes, it is, okay? It's your inheritance. It's meant for you. You are meant to go for this. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at the star. Yeah, Two of Cups. You know, if it's a relationship, then there are mutual feelings. You know, you may feel like this person is out of your league or something, but there are mutual feelings here, okay? It's a soul tie. Yeah, we got the star again, you know. So this is meant for you, Scorpio. I think you're being led to it, okay? Don't go off your path. This is an opportunity for you to have something amazing. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. I'm trying not to make these too long. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Okay, Sag. What is the energy of the new moon for you? New moon in Scorpio. What's the message here for Sagittarius? What's the message for Sag? Elven Touch. Okay. And let's get a card from this deck. Message for Sagittarius at this time. What's the message? Message for Sag. What's the message? Transmission. Okay. I've got thirst at the bottom of the deck. Gosh. Okay. Obsession. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. So with this Elven Touch, it speaks to recovery, right? Comeback, revival. Some of you could be, you know, this could be a period of recovery. Some of you may be recuperating from, you know, an illness or something, and you're now ready to get back out there, okay? But if it's a relationship, I feel like someone may be trying to re-enter your life, restore a connection. You've got Atheling here, nobility, grace, gratitude. I think that's your energy here, Sag, okay? You're in this energy of grace and gratitude, and I think someone wants to reconnect with you. With this transmission, it feels like spreading of conditions. Something could have impacted this connection, okay? I hope you can't hear that dishwasher. It's really noisy. Anyway, yeah, there's something impacting this connection. It could be gossip, okay, with transmission. It could be something impacted this. Yeah. Because we've got thirst here now, craving, compulsion, obsession. I feel someone is very obsessed with you, okay? And that's the person that wants to recover this connection. Okay, let's see what's happening here. What's the message for Sag? Why are Elven Touch and Transmission here for Sagittarius? The Star. Page of Coins. Oh gosh. Why are the Elven Touch and Transmission there for Sag? And the Hermit. Star, the Page of Coins, and the Hermit. Yeah, that's this person. Okay, the Hermit energy. I think they're the ones who's obsessed. Yeah, we've got the Knight of Coins as well. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Or just someone in that energy. Someone very focused on you, okay, with the Hermit energy. With that thirst, this person could be obsessing over you, okay, watching you even. They're looking at getting this started. You're the star, you know, but you're in this person's past. So I feel like, you know, with that nobility and grace, it may be something they are understanding now about your nature that they didn't before, okay. With the star, this person could have you on a bit of a pedestal. And they're looking at how they can get this started, you know. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Why is a star there for Sag? Ten of Cups. Yeah, this person thinks that they're happily ever after. Let's look at the Page of Coins. Queen of Coins. And one more. Page of Cups. Good grief. This person definitely wants to partner up. They see happy ever after with you. Okay? And they think you're making some kind of proposal. Let's look at the Hermit. 9 of Swords. And one more. The Tower. This person is focused on you, but they have a lot of anxieties. With the 9 of Pentacles, this person, it's possible, for some of you, this person may be in another connection, okay? And they're thinking of you. They wish to reconnect with you, but they're aware that this is going to cause a tower, okay? There could even be some gossip with this transmission, as I said, about the fact that this person wishes to connect with you, okay? Let's look at the Tower. There's a Tower there for Sag. Why is a Tower there for Sag? Temperance. Yeah, here you are. Why is a Tower there for Sag? The Moon. And one more. 6 of Swords. Yeah, this person wants to reach out. They want to reconnect with you. Currently, I think they're just watching you from afar. Okay, with the Moon, they're hidden. But they want to come out of the shadows. They want to move away from the shadows towards you. That's what I'm getting. So it seems like a bit of a secret admirer. But there is a lot of anxiety for this person. Let's look at the 9 of Swords. Yeah, 7 of Swords. I think they'd have to do something sneaky and underhand to connect with you. Or for some of you, because of the recovery, this could be somebody who you've already encountered in some way, and they may have been sneaky in the past, and that's weighing on them, okay? But this person sees you as a happily ever after. They're fantasizing about like a life with you, but it looks like at the moment they're just ready to watch from the shadows, okay? Let's look at that thirst. Why is that there? Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's this person, okay? Why is the thirst there? 5 of Pentacles. This person feels like they need you in their life, I don't know why they've got you on a pedestal, okay? They seem to think that you're the key to their happy ever after, and with that star as well, I think they do have you on a bit of a pedestal, okay? So yeah, you have a secret admirer somewhere in the shadows. So that's Sag. Let's move on to who's next? Capricorn. And of course, as these are energies, it could always be reversed. If you're cross-watching, this is the energy of the sign probably that you're watching for. Okay. So, all right. What is it? Capricorn. What's the message for Capricorn? Full moon in Scorpio. What is the message for Capricorn? The Wild Hunt. Okay. Wow, with the Green Witch, fresh new spring. So it gives me a Fool energy. Okay. Capricorn. What is the message for Capricorn here? We've got burnt by the sun. Okay. So Capricorn, this could be you, okay? With this wild hunt, you're excited about something. The wild hunt speaks to anticipation and excitement, okay? But with that frenzy and then this burnt by the sun, there's maybe a bit of caution because it says ambition, extension, reach, right? Be careful that you're not chewing off too much, biting off too much. You're not getting too carried away with this hunt, right? Yeah, be careful you're not getting too carried away, okay? Okay. Some of you, especially if it's a job or something, be wary of overextending yourself. you could be giving into ambition and overreaching in some way or promising too much. Okay, so be careful of that. Okay, let's look at this. Why is the wild hunt and the burnt by the sun there for Capricorn? Page of Cups, Tower, King of Cups. Ooh, with strength. Yeah, there's a determination here to get things done. With the Page of Cups and the Tower, it looks like you're going to be an agent for change, Capricorn. With the King of Cups being led by your feelings. Okay, yeah, but be careful. There's something, this Tower, things might not play out quite the way you think. Okay, so be careful there. Okay, why is the Tower there for Capricorn? Two of Wands, you're at a crossroads. And the Moon. See, the future is unclear. Okay, so be careful that you don't bite off too much, because there could be things in the future that you can't anticipate or that you can't see. And if you overextend yourself or overpromise something at this time, it could leave you feeling like you can't deliver. Okay, so that's for some of you. Let's look at this King of Cups. Yeah, temperance. I think there's a need for temperance here. There's a need to be patient. There's a need to temper that wild frenzy energy. Okay, and be patient. I think till you get the lie of the land, and you know, till things become clear. Okay, because with the Moon here, it's not a, you know, you don't want to make decisions, important decisions, without really, if things are so murky, if things are so unclear, right? Now is not the time for leaping into things or overextending if you don't have all the facts. Okay, there's a need to moderate your expectations and your and just yourself. Okay, and be patient. That's what I'm getting there. Let's look at this Moon a little bit. Where's the Moon there for Capricorn? Where's the Moon there for Capricorn? Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's things that you're not aware of, Capricorn. So if you overextend yourself, you know, there could be anxiety in the future. Okay, that's why is the Moon there. Yeah, you might wish that you'd held back. So be careful. I think one of your last readings was something similar. The energy was also about being careful, or you might regret it, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was one of the all signs readings. But I'm getting more of that here. You don't know what's in store. You don't know what's ahead of you. So be careful, okay? Err on the side of caution. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So that's Capricorn. And let's move on to Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius. What is the message of the full moon in Scorpio for Aquarius? What's the message here for Aquarius? Full moon in Scorpio. Sorry, not full moon. New moon in Scorpio. What's the message for Aquarius? What is the message here for Aquarius? New moon in Scorpio. Blood month. Okay. And we've got bliss. And message for Aquarius. New moon in Scorpio. What's the message here for Aquarius? Creator. Okay. With eternal youth. Okay, that's interesting. Now, blood month speaks to sacrifice. Okay, making a decision to sacrifice something, to finally give up on it. But with bliss, it seems that you think that whatever you're going to sacrifice is ultimately going to make you very happy, like it's worth the sacrifice. With creator, there is something you mean to create here. Okay, so the sacrifice, something has to be sacrificed in order for you to create something else. And you think that that thing is going to make you very happy. With eternal youth, it feels like, yeah, energy, newness, vitality. For some of you, it may be that this is about sacrificing bad habits, okay, or giving up indulgences, which you think can lead to good health, okay. I mean, that's a very basic message I just got for some people. And you're sure that the sacrifice is going to make you happy and is for the better, okay. And for others, I'm getting that Yeah, there's something you want to make, and it says maker, mother, father. So for some of you, you may be sacrificing, bad habits, bad patterns, in order to have a child. Okay, like you feel you have to give up some things, maybe to have a child, or to be a parent, or for a relationship, something like this. But for some of you, I think it is for health. I'm getting. Okay, let's see. But it could really be in any sphere. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, message for Aquarius. Message for Aquarius. Okay. Why is Blood Month here with the Creator for Aquarius? Two of Swords. Three of Pentacles. And the Fool. Yeah, you do want to go off on something new, Aquarius. I think with the catalyst, that's what you're trying to do here with the Three of Coins. You're trying to create something stable, okay, a brand new beginning. And it could be something untried, which is why it's you don't have a roadmap for how this is going to work, okay? You have to take a leap of faith. With the Six of Wands here, the bottom, as the energy, it feels like that success, right? Recognition. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to achieve could lead to a very good outcome. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Let's look at the Two of Swords. Why is that there for Aquarius? Seven of Spears and one more. Ten of Pentacles. Some of you have to resist family, maybe to have this new beginning, okay? And for some of you, you have to resist or you have to fight off other, like maybe a long-term job, okay? Maybe that's unhealthy. Maybe the job is unhealthy. So it could sort of go in so many different ways, but that's the overall energy. Let's look at the Three of Coins. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. Be careful of rushing into things too quickly, though. Let's look at the Fool. Page of Cups and one more. Five of Wands. With Temperance. Yeah, Temperance. You think it's all going to be great. You want to take this leap of faith. With the Page of Cups and the Five of Spears. I think if you have been conflicted in the past, Scorpio, not Scorpio, what is it, Aquarius, if you've been conflicted in the past about what it is you want to do, I think you know what you have to do. You know what's required to make this happen with the catalyst. You know the direction you want to go towards, but there's something you need to overcome here with the Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands, okay? If it's a job or something like that, it could be that there's people there that are not going to be pleased for this sacrifice you're making, or family may not be on board, okay? There's something like that. But you've got bliss here as the underlying energy, and eternal youth energy and vitality. So it tells me that's not, and Temperance as the underlying here. So it seems like that's a good move for you, okay? Whatever you're planning to do, it seems like a good move. Let's look at that Seven of Wands. Yeah, Four of Swords. I think you've had some time to think about this, okay? And it's like you're getting ready to let these people go or this job go, right? In order to start this new beginning for yourself. Let's look at the Knight of Spears. Queen of Cups. And the Five of Wands. If it's a relationship, there could be conflict. There could have been conflict with some person, okay? And like people maybe, I don't feel this person is involved in the conflict, this Queen of Cups. But she's facing the conflict. So I think she sees that other people are not pleased for you to move towards her. Okay, I think she knows. If it's a relationship, and family could be standing in the way, which is why you got to sacrifice them. Okay, that could be the sacrifice. Let's look at the Five of Wands here. Yeah, the Magician, I think Let me get one more. Where's the Five of Wands there? The Moon. There's been conflicts that are hidden. Okay, I think these people have been roiling things up between the two of you, Aquarius. Yeah, with the Lovers, I think going towards this Queen of Cups energy is the right thing for you. And if you have to sacrifice people along the way that don't support this, I think that's the right thing, because these people are trying to block you, okay, from something that is good for you. That's what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, it's something that is going to make you very happy, with contentment, satisfaction, and security, and with energy, newness, and vitality. It's going to breathe a whole new life into you. And in so doing, you need to let go of this, whatever this 10 of coins is to you, family, old job, whatever, okay? But it is the right move, in case you're wondering. It is the right move, okay? Let's look at the Magician. Why are these people pulling the strings? Where's the Magician there? Temperance. And the Four of Wands. If these are people, you know, in whatever structure they are in with you, whether it's a home or a job, they want to keep you there for their benefit, Aquarius. Okay, it's not really for your benefit. It's not in your interest to be there anymore. That's what I'm getting. Okay, it's not in your interest. So move on. Go towards this Queen of Cups energy, because that's the right thing for you. Okay, so that's Aquarius. And let's move on to, who's next? Pisces. Okay, Pisces. What is the new moon in Scorpio energy for Pisces? Energy for Pisces, new moon in Scorpio. We've got the Green Witch, okay, and we've got Salu, vitality, health, and energy. Okay, that's great energy. So, sounds like recovery. It sounds like health, freshness, a new beginning. Okay, what's the message here for Pisces? New moon in Scorpio. What's the message here for Pisces? What's the message for Pisces? We've got religion. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. And resurrection. Okay. Okay. Some of you, I mean, for some you could be finding religion, okay, literally, with this fresh new spring, you know, starting afresh, okay. Yeah, with resurrection as well. Some of you could be recovering your faith in other things, okay, in things you believed in, you know, and then you may have lost your faith along the way. It doesn't have to be just religion. It could be anything, just beliefs that you've had, right? And with resurrection, it feels like things are being reborn. Anyway, it feels like a good energy, right? Because we've got the freshness, we've got the vitality and health. Okay, let's see. For some of you, I'm also getting in the, you know, like you may be following health regimes, okay, with this rules and commandments. You could be, yeah, like following a strict health regimen for some of you, you know. Yeah, that's for some of you. Let's see. Why is the Green Witch there with religion for Pisces? Three of Pentacles. Oh, what is this? The Fool in the reverse. And one more. Two of Coins with the Page of Cups. I think it's about putting your energy to something. With the Three of Pentacles, you know, getting a firm foundation going. Okay, it could be in health, as I said, or in any other sphere. With the Fool reversed, there may be an energy of feeling like you can't do this. Okay, for some of you, you may be feeling like it's an uphill struggle, or you can't do this. A decision needs to be made here, and some of you may feel like you're not up to doing this. Okay, But maybe this, if it's in the realm of health, it could seem like a tough, like something that is difficult for you to do. Okay, let's look at this Three of Coins, Page of Cups, Five of Cups. I think Pisces, don't focus on your regret here over things that you may have done. Okay, you know, it's time to move away from that. Okay, with the Fool reversed, let's look at the Fool reversed. Why is that there? Seven of Swords, and one more. Yeah, Two of Swords, Temperance. See, you're fooling yourself here. Okay, there's some self-deception when you think that you can't do this for yourself. This new beginning, you know, with the Two of Swords, you are fooling yourself. With Temperance, you can have, you can achieve that state of equilibrium. Okay, especially if it's health, you can find that temperance. Don't kid yourself that you can't. You can. Okay. It may mean making tough decisions here with the Two of Coins and these rules. It may be doing the, you know, making the difficult choices. Okay, let's look at that Two of Coins. Eight of Wands. And the Four of Wands. With Judgment. Yeah, it's about making those tough calls. That's interesting. We've got Judgment here. We've got Resurrection here, which is also like Judgment. With the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands, you know, it's about expectations as well. Okay, don't kid yourself. You can have, especially if it's in health, you can do this. Okay, you can have this new beginning. You may need to follow a strict regime, but you can do this. You need to manage your expectations. Okay. And don't sit and focus on the past. Now, if it's a relationship, again, there's a need to not focus on the past, because you could be deluding yourself. Okay, if it's a relationship, I feel it's telling you to, you may be wondering if someone is going to, if you can go back to someone, if you can recover something. Okay, you may be thinking that there's no option there. And again, there's a need to manage expectations. I mean, that could go a couple of different ways. So it might play out differently for all of you. Let's look at the Seven of Swords. Actually, let's look at this Five of Cups. Why is that there? Why is the Five of Cups there for Pisces? The Star and... No, wait a sec. What is this? The Nine of Pentacles, the Star, and the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you could have had like a singular focus, okay, in going for something, in wanting to, you know, if it's a relationship, in wanting to build a relationship with someone, and you could be feeling that that's not happening. Let's look at the Seven of Swords. Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's self-deception here regarding moving this forward. Let's look at the Seven of Swords again. Moving towards an end, okay, a painful end. Let's look at the Two of Swords, Five of Cups, and let's look at Temperance. The Empress. Yeah, some of you could be wondering if you're going to have a new relationship or a reconnection with somebody. Okay. This regret could be blinding you. There's something you regret about that relationship, or maybe the fact that it ended. Okay, that could be blinding you. Like if it ended, maybe there was a reason that it ended, you know, and you need to focus on that. Okay. Either way, I think whether it's love or a relationship, there's decisions around the future, expectations that need to be managed. Let's look at this. Yeah, and you need to take control of those. You need to be responsible for that. Okay. Yeah, it's about learning to take control, right? Learning to take ownership. So if it's health, you definitely need to take ownership for yourself. Okay. I'm overwhelmingly getting that health energy with that card there. But if it's love as well, I think if you really want a new beginning with somebody, if you want to resurrect a connection, then maybe the onus is on you to do it. Okay. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. And let's move on to Aries. Okay. New moon in Scorpio. What's the message for Aries? What is the message here for Aries? New moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio. What's the message for Aries? We've got the Freya. Okay. Okay. And from this deck, message for Aries. New moon in Scorpio. What's the message for Aries? Message for Aries. What is this? Transgression. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So Aries, I feel like this is your energy. This always seems like a very Aryan card. Abundance, peace, and contentment. Wow. Okay. But the interesting thing is we've got transgression next to it, flaws, contradictions, and a mistake. So there's been a mistake made next to this, and it connects to this energy of abundance. So there's something that maybe could have brought you abundance or has brought you abundance, and you may feel like you've done something to go against this. Okay. With she who laughs here, it's about somebody who actually really needs joy in their life. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I hope that's not you, but it could be. And with natural, it says authentic, real, organic. That could be the transgression. Maybe you were not authentic or organic. You weren't authentic with this person. Okay, you weren't real. Maybe that's the problem that was made. Whether it's a job or a relationship, you could have been inauthentic here. Let's see. And now you may feel like you've blown it. Let's see. Let's look at Aries. What is the message here for Aries? Why is Freya there with transgression for Aries? Why is Freya there with transgression? Why is Freya there with transgression? Okay. And this is the Four of Coins. Yeah, I mean, you held back. Okay, there was some holding back. Maybe because of what you think other people would think. Okay, and that could be the transgression. Like maybe you weren't authentic here. Okay, there was some holding back. It had to do with what people would think. Maybe you thought people would see you this way as a Knight of Spears or someone who's unreliable or flighty or something like that. And that's the transgression. There was an opportunity, but you weren't real and authentic, okay, with it. Yeah. Let's see. Why is the Four of Coins there for Aries? Nine of Cups. Yeah, you held back from something you wanted, Aries. You really desired this, but you held yourself back. Where's the Four of Coins there? The Hanged Man. I think you sacrificed it, okay? You sacrificed this. Let's look at the Six of Spears. The Fool. See, you thought that people would see you this way as someone rash, reckless. You didn't want to be seen as the fool. You didn't want to be seen as someone foolish. Let's look at the Knight of Spears. Yeah, Two of Coins and the Seven of Wands. And so when you were at a crossroads, I think Aries, you resisted making the tough decision. Okay, you didn't want to move too quickly. You thought you would be seen as reckless, foolish, um, by your peers, and so you surrendered something that you actually wanted. Okay, something that would have been very good for you with that abundance and peace, but you made a fatal flaw here, or you made a huge mistake because you weren't authentic. You didn't. Yeah, let's look at this Hanged Man. Eight of Coins. You were focused on all the wrong things, and you needed to surrender that. Okay, caring too much what these people think. Let's look at the Fool. Knight of Swords. See, this is an authentic energy of following your own truth, right? And that's something you didn't do. Okay, let's look at the Seven of Wands. Justice, and one more. Temperance. See, this was the right thing for you, okay? But I think you resisted it. With Justice and Temperance, it almost feels like the universe put this in your path, but you held back from it by not being authentic, okay? Yeah. There's too much of following the herd there. Let's look at this transgression again. Two of Swords. See, you, by being unsure, by being indecisive, by being blind, you can see the eyes are covered. That was a transgression, You too focused on the wrong things, okay? And you weren't being authentic to yourself. Well, now you have the awareness, so this new moon is bringing that up for you. So maybe there's a chance to change things around, okay? So that's what I've got for you, Aries. And let's move on to Taurus. New moon in Scorpio. What's the energy for Taurus? We've got the Mabon and the Hedge Witch. Okay. Taurus. What's the new moon in Scorpio energy for Taurus? New moon in Scorpio. What's the energy for Taurus? New moon in Scorpio, what's the energy for Taurus? Got Love Conquers All. Ooh, okay. With hope. Taurus. Okay, so we've got shining hope here. We've got... Pretty sure I saw hope somewhere else. Enduring loyalty, eternal love, and lasting commitment. So there's a dream of a happier future, Taurus. One where you think love is going to conquer everything. Okay, you feel like this person is the one. You see a happy future with them. Yeah, you feel like this is it. Okay, now with this Hedge Witch, herb wisdom secrets. You're keeping this a secret though. Okay. And with this hope, anticipation, bright prospects, yeah, you really wish and you hope that this is going to work out. That somehow you will get with this person who you see such an amazing future with. Okay. Let's see. If it's not you, it's the other person. Okay. Okay. Taurus. What's the message here for Taurus? What's the message for Taurus? Why is the Mabon there with Love Conquers All? Ooh, the Priestess. Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Okay, with the World. Well, here you are, Taurus, the Hierophant. Okay. You're keeping things quiet here. There may be someone at a bit of a distance, okay? And with the Nine of Coins, I think you see this person. You see this person The secrecy though, or yeah, the secrecy around this. And with the Hierophant, I mean, this is you, right? You want to commit to someone, okay? You want to commit to someone. With the World, you're imagining a new beginning for yourself. There's a lot of hope here, and a little bit of a romantic energy of thinking that this person is the one, you know. Let's look at the Priestess. Why is that there for Taurus? Ooh, the Lovers, a secret lover, Taurus. Okay, there's a Priestess there, and an Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that for some, I mean, there is a secret lover here. Okay, if not, it's just someone that you may not even be speaking with. Okay, and you hope that things can work out between the two of you. Let's look at the Nine of Coins. The Hanged Man. Yeah, there's a need to be independent here, Taurus. Some of you may already be single, and you would have to, you know, give that up. Okay, or someone may not be single and they'd have to surrender that. Let's look at the Hierophant. Nine of Wands. Yeah, here you are. You're a little. You don't want to give up on this person though. Yeah, the Empress, the Four of Cups. You know, you're with the Devil. Okay, I mean, for some of you, this is, you know, with the secret love and the Devil and the Priestess, it could be a third party for some, not for all though. Yeah, you don't want to give up on this person a chance. I think this Empress is the new life that you see with this person, the one with lasting commitment, you know. Taurus, you haven't been fulfilled, and this person is the one to fulfill you. That's what you think. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Why are the Lovers there for Taurus? Ten of Swords. It may be that some people will get hurt, okay, along the way in making this choice, especially if it's a third party. Let's look at the Hanged Man. Yeah, Ten of Cups, Lovers. Yeah, for some of you, I mean, this is a third party. There's no getting around it, okay? And you have to choose this lover, right? And free yourself, okay, if you want this person. Let's look at the Empress. The Three of Cups, yeah. And the High Priestess, yeah. Some of you in secret want to reconnect with this person. You want to have a new life. You're just not happy where you are, okay? Let's look at that mad one. Four of Wands, yeah. There's a dream of a solid relationship here. Some of you are dreaming that you leave your current stable partnership, okay, and move towards this new commitment, who you think will be just lasting forever, okay, with a secret lover. I mean, for some of you, that's that. Yeah. Let's see, why is this Nine of Wands energy? Why is the Nine of Wands there? Four of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Yeah, you don't want to let this person go. You think that they are your last chance or your only chance of, you know, like being in love, you know, having a lasting commitment, something like that. And you don't want to let them go, okay? That's what I've got for you, Taurus. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to Gemini. What's the new moon in Scorpio bringing up for Gemini? Let's say a message for Gemini. New moon in Scorpio. What's the message for Gemini? We've got initiate. Okay. And before the gathering. Okay. Gemini, what's the message here for you? What is the message for you, Gemini? What is this? We've got nightmare. Okay. Okay. And compassion. Okay. That's interesting energy. It's very strange energy actually, because we've got initiate, which is curiosity, open and warm. And then we've got nightmare, psychic protection, shield, bad dreams. For some of you, I'm getting that you may be opening yourself up out of curiosity to someone or something. Okay, that's you, your energy. You're open, you're warm, you're curious, and it could turn out pretty badly for you, or like you need to protect yourself. You may be opening yourself up to the wrong kind of person. Gemini, okay, someone that you actually need to protect yourself from. It says before the gathering, celebration, and so you could be anticipating meeting someone, okay, and maybe you don't know them very well, because with that initiate, it's like you're curious about this person, you know. Maybe you're going to meet someone that you're curious about, but it's not, and you know, you could be showing a lot of compassion here, okay, because you're open, you're warm, and this person could take advantage of you. I don't know, I just got that, okay, in which case please be really careful, especially if you meet someone like online, okay, in a online, and you don't like know them, and now you're fixing up to meet them in real life. Be careful, okay. Let's look at this initiate and nightmare. What's up there for Gemini? 6 of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Swords with the Sun. So there's a need to be discerning here, Gemini, okay, to see the truth. For some of you, this person could be someone, you know, with the 6 of Cups and the initiate, it's someone young, okay. It could be somebody young who's curious even about you. Or you're curious as well, because this person is very young. And if they're not young, then it could just be someone from your past that you maybe knew for a while back, right? But there's a need to not get carried away with that emotion and to be very discerning here, okay? You know, with the Ace of Swords, it's about seeing the truth dispassionately, right? You may need to protect yourself here. I'm getting that. Let's see. Let's look at that 6 of Cups. Why is that there for Gemini? 2 of Cups. Could be someone from the past. And the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. Someone from either a very young person or someone you knew from a long time ago, okay, who could be coming towards you, professing, you know, something. You need to protect yourself. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. The Hanged Man, yeah. There's a need to see them differently, Gemini, okay. There's a need to be discerning here, a little detached. Let's look at the Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords, ooh, okay. With this 2 of Swords and the 10 of Coins, I mean, it could be that there's, you know, with the 10 of Wands, I feel like you need to protect yourself because, oh yeah, we've got the 10 of Swords beneath that, gosh. And the King of Pentacles. So you need to be really careful, okay, because if this person's approaching you and they want to date you or something, whether it's a young person or someone from your past, there's something you're not seeing here. And it has to do with your finances, okay. This person maybe doesn't have any, okay, and they are going to prey on you. I mean, I'm getting that for some of you, because with this 10 of Spears and the 10 of Swords, this could become a nightmare situation for you. That's what I'm getting. So don't just jump into a relationship with someone, you know, because you feel sorry for them. They could like tell you some kind of sob story, okay, and get you to feel sorry for them, and then they become like this nightmare, okay. Oh gosh, yeesh, okay. Let's look at the Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man there for Gemini? The Lovers, yeah. Why is the Hanged Man there for Gemini? The Tower. And the 7 of Cups. See, any fantasy you have about this person, With strength in reverse, you know, you could think that you can't resist this person, or they're just, you need to see this differently, okay? Blow up this fantasy basically about this lover. So for some of you, especially if you connected with this person online and you're really curious about them, you know, you need to be very discerning here, okay? I think it could end very badly. Okay, let's look at this Two of Swords. Why is that there for Gemini? Nine of Swords. See, it could become a real nightmare, okay? Let's look at the Ten of Pentacles. Three of Swords, King of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you need to be very careful here. Or your stability could be impacted, okay? Your stability could be impacted by this person. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, with the Ten of Pentacles, again, I think it's about finances for this person. So don't get carried away here, Gemini, okay? Be discerning. Ask questions, get your facts, really know the truth about this person. Don't get carried away with any sob story that's being delivered to you, okay? That's what I'm getting. Okay, so that's Gemini. Let's move on to Cancer. New moon in Scorpio. What is the message here for Cancer? New moon in Scorpio. What's the message for Cancer? What's the message here for Cancer with the new moon in Scorpio? We've got the Wizard, okay, and the Dreamer, okay. New moon in Scorpio, message for Cancer. We've got Resurrection, okay. And the past is a prison, okay. Bitterness, grudge, ooh, okay. So we've got this energy of the rune, the Wizard, okay, the Rune King, the Wise One, the Chancellor. I mean, this could be you, the Counselor, sorry, not the Chancellor. With Resurrection, someone could be seeking to come back. This feels like someone wanting to head back. We've got the Dreamer here, okay. So someone's got a vision of what they want to accomplish. Yeah, they want to breathe life back into this connection. It could be this person, the Wizard, okay. Someone who's smart. They may be wanting to come back. With this past of prison, it could be that they are focused on the past and there's some kind of grudge or bitterness that this person can't let go of. Or they could be worried that you're holding a grudge, Cancer, okay. Could go either way. Or you could be this Wizard, okay. So yeah, but there's something that happened in the past that cannot be let go here. I feel it's this Counselor person who's holding on to the grudge. Why the Wizard and Resurrection there for Cancer? Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. There's some decision here, okay, with the Queen of Swords. Now that the Queen of Swords is wise, so it's possible that you're the Wizard, okay. With the Two of Swords, someone's not sure. You know, with the Eight of Swords, this is the prison of the past, right? Constantly thinking, unable to let go. This person may be seeking to come back to you, I feel, and thinking that you're in this Queen of Swords energy, okay? They could think that you're the one with the grudge. They could think that you're the one with the grudge, okay? Let's see. Let's look at the Queen of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Four of Wands, yeah. They could think you're guarded. You're going to be a little detached, okay? Maybe this person stirred up some conflict with you in the past, you know, and they think that you are, you're guarded now, guarded against this relationship, okay? Let's look at the Two of Swords, the Five of Swords. I think this person is now conflicted, and this is also that grudge energy. They're not sure if you're holding a grudge with the Five of Swords, okay? they could be watching you with this Page of Swords, trying to learn what kind of, how receptive you're going to be if they come back to you. Let's look at the Eight of Swords, the Fool, and one more, the World. Yeah, this person would like to start something up, a new chapter, but they're very afraid of the reception they're going to get from you with that Queen of Swords, and they're not sure if you're holding a grudge. Okay. With that visions and trance, I think this person is trying to figure out desperately how to reconnect with you. They could even be taking advice from other people. Okay. They think that you're really holding a grudge against them. Okay. Let's look at that Five of Wands. There's a Five of Wands there for Cancer. Knight of Wands, Three of Cups. Oosh, this person could have left you for a third party. Okay. Let's look at the Five of Swords. Ten of Swords. Yeah, they could be thinking you're holding a grudge because they stabbed you in the back and they hurt you. And so now they don't know how to fix this. Okay. Let's look at the Fool. The Knight of Swords is Strength reversed. This person would have to come clean. With Strength reversed, I feel it's about all their shortcomings. Okay. It feels like every failing of theirs, they'd have to come clean about that. Okay. And they don't have the guts to tell you all this. Let's look at the World. Yeah, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands. The fact that they left your connection, that they moved on, they'd have to come clean about everything. Let's look at Strength in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they're not sure they're up to this. Okay. And I think it's because they think you're holding a grudge. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I think you were this person's spouse, Cancer, for some of you. Okay. And they may have left your connection, rushed into some third party, and although they're desperate to reconnect with you, they think you're holding a grudge. That's basically it. And you might be. Okay. You might be. Let's look at that past, a prison. Two of Cups. Wow, this person really has a past of prison. Oh my gosh, this person is really longing for you, and they think that they love you, they care about you, they're longing for you, but they think that they've messed this up so badly by rushing towards a third party that you're not going to take them back. Okay. So yeah, I mean, that's up to you, right? It'll be different. Some of you may want to give this person a chance, others might not. Okay. So that's Cancer. Let's move on to Leo. Okay, Leo. New moon in Scorpio. What is the message for... Oh, okay. New moon in Scorpio. What's the message for Leo? Message for Leo? We've got Isa. Okay. And Shapeshifter. Oh. Gosh. Okay. So Leo, is this you or is this someone else? With the stillness, pause, and delicacy, it feels like a time out. Okay. It's almost like the Hanged Man energy I'm getting, where with the Shapeshifter, views are changing. Okay, attitudes are changing. There's transformation on the way, led by some kind of instinct, and it feels like this is the pause before, like the calm before the storm. Okay, the pause before the change in direction, something like that. Let's look. Leo, what's the message here for Leo? New moon in Scorpio, what's the message for Leo? What is the message for Leo? The past to prison again and transgression. Okay, I'm going to take them both. With Nightmare, okay. It's been coming out a bit with Shapeshifter and Nightmare. So there's been a transgression here, a mistake that was made, something that was done in the past, right? That someone can't overlook. And this could be you, Leo, okay, or someone else. But it feels like they've discovered this, they've discovered the mistake, and now this person is turning around, Okay, this person is turning around. So this may be someone who walked away from you, who is now turning around and taking another look at you. Okay, because they realize maybe that they made a mistake, and so it's like they're pausing before they're looking at you, but they haven't approached you yet. Okay, this is like the pause before they approach you. Okay. Okay. Okay, why is Isa there with transgression and the past of prison? Queen of Swords again. Why is Isa there with transgression and the past of prison? Strength. There you are. And the Chariot. Okay. Yeah, see, this person is focused. They had I think this person had turned their back on you. Okay, you can see in this card, he's turned his back. And now they're taking a second look at you. Okay. There's discernment now. This person sees something about your connection or about you that they didn't see before when they walked away from you. And they're taking a second look, and with strength, they're heading you, this is you, right? This person, there's a determination now to move towards you. That's what I feel, okay? They walked away from you, they've discovered something about you, and now they're doing like a 180 and coming back, okay? All right. Why is the Queen of Swords there? The Hanged Man. Yeah, this person, I got that Hanged Man energy. This person is seeing something differently. 9 of Pentacles. Maybe they see you differently. They see you quite successful, quite happy on your own, okay? And that's giving them some pause. With the 7 of Cups, they're seeing the possibilities maybe, okay? Let's look at Strength. The 4 of Swords. Yeah, they mean to reconnect with you. This is someone you haven't seen for a while. You've been on the outs with them. Now let's look at the Chariot. Page of Wands. And the Tower. Yeah, they are gonna, that's why I said calm before the storm. This person is going to take action. It's going to be fast moving, and they are going to come towards you, okay? Yeah, but they made a mistake in the past. I think leaving you, right, is a mistake that this person made. Okay, I just want to get a card on this Nightmare. Why is that there? 10 of Wands. You might find this. Oh, let me give one more. Queen of Pentacles. I mean, if this person was your spouse, Leo, then I mean, you don't want to be with this person anymore. Okay, with the 10 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, you're done with this. It's been too heavy. This person's a nightmare. Okay. I mean, for some of you, that's that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. For some of you, this person was with you, walked away, but now the fact that you're single is making them take another look and wanting to head back to you. It's like they don't want you to be single. Okay, let's look at that Hanged Man. 4 of Wands. Yeah, they're seeing this connection differently now. So this person was deceptive with that shapeshifter. Okay, they are deceptive. They left you out, and now that you're single and maybe happy on your own, they want to head back your way. Let's look at the Tower. Decision here. Yeah, see, they're coming towards you, okay, to offer up something. Yeah. There's something this person wants. Let's look at this 3 of Wands. Oh, see, they see competition here with the 5 of Wands. This person doesn't want you to be single, okay, and go off with someone else, even though they have turned their back on you in the past, okay? That's what I'm getting. Okay, Leo. Well, it's up to you, okay? But this person only wants you because they don't want anyone else to have you. Okay. Let's move on to Virgo. So, new moon in Scorpio. What is the message for Virgo? What's the message here for Virgo? New moon in Scorpio. Message for Virgo. Oh, we got the same as Leo, Isa. Okay, but we've got Ragnarok here, ending, destruction. Now, Ragnarok is all about accepting the end as well. Okay. Okay. Message for Virgo. New moon in Scorpio. What is the message here for Virgo? What is the new moon in Scorpio message for Virgo? Discipline. Okay. Immoral. No, immortal. Okay. Ooh, the consuming family and the pressure of peers. Gosh, okay. Well, this is very much a Virgo energy, isn't it? Discipline. I mean, they're incredibly disciplined. Okay. So you've got stillness here and delicacy and discipline, training. So it feels like, Virgo, you're paused. You're taking a bit of a quiet movement, and with training, consistency, and practice, with discipline, it seems like there's a method to this quiet moment. Okay, there's a you can see she's playing the violin, right? You are doing things in this pause, in the stillness. Okay, it's a delicate moment, and yeah, it's a delicate moment, but you are working on something. With this Ragnarok, it could be this ending. Okay, and we've got this consuming family, pressure of peers. So maybe that's what's being put an end to, and that's why it's so delicate. Okay, you could be ending things with people who are very demanding, who are just demanding too much of you, whether it's a job or home, you know, or just friends. They're too demanding, and you are trying to work out maybe how to end this with them. Okay. Okay. So some of you, I mean, it is literally family who's being a pain in the butt. Okay, let's look at Isa and discipline. Why is that there for Virgo? Queen of Swords again. Gosh. Six of Pentacles. Page of Cups and the World. Yeah, see, you want to be done with this. You want to draw a line under these people. And if you're ending, whatever you're ending with the Six of Pentacles, you realize that it has to be done fairly. Fair offers have to be made, something that both parties can be happy with. Okay, there's a need to recognize this. For some of you, this is maybe an ex-partner that you want to end things with. It could represent someone else that you need to please. Like this could be a demanding energy. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, this could be about ending it with somebody who is very demanding, and you know that you're going to have to give them quite a bit. Okay. And where you've been dealing with this person and doing a lot for them, I think you want to call time on it. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. Why is that there for Virgo? Two of Swords. And the Moon. Yeah. I think there's a lot of uncertainty here because with the Moon, it's the unknown. You're taking a leap into the unknown. Maybe you're not sure how this person will react. Okay. If this Queen of Swords represents a person who's difficult in your life, you're not sure how they're going to react, and why. That's why there's all this stillness while you work out how to extricate yourself. Let's look at the Six of Coins. Yeah, you want to be done. Okay, let's look at the Page of Cups, Page of Wands, and one more. Yeah, see, you're before you communicate this decision, right? Whatever your final offer to this person is, that you're ending it. You know, maybe it's about payouts, and then you want to be done. You're working on this behind the scenes. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the Moon. Why is that there for Virgo? Well, let's look at the Two of Swords. See, you're not sure how to move forward. You know, you can't see the path ahead because this person could be a little unpredictable. Let's look at the Moon. Six of Cups. Yeah, you're hiding it. Maybe you have children with them. Okay. Or if it's friends, then you're not sure how to move on from them. Yeah, you feel like this Six of Cups energy is going to fight you. Okay. It could be peers, it could be, children, whatever, right? Whoever. They're going to try and block you. That's what I feel, okay? And you don't know how to move this forward. But let's look at this Two of Coins. Yeah, King of Swords. See, you're done here, okay? You are done. Let's look at Ragnarok. Two of Swords. So you're not sure about that final moment, exactly when you can tell them, right? You're trying to get all your ducks in a row, basically, okay? So that you don't get pushback from these people. Yeah, but I think, Virgo, I mean, it says here, consuming family and the pressure of peers. So these obligations are not realistic. These obligations are not fair. They're not fair to you, okay? So you are right to end it, and you need to stand your ground and just be firm with these people, okay? Because I feel at least some of them are just almost like bullying you, okay? Their family or friends who are bullies, and you really need to be very firm with them, okay? That's what I'm getting. Okay, so that's Virgo, and let's move on to Libra. Okay. Libra, what is the new moon in Scorpio? Message for Libra. New moon in Scorpio, message for Libra. We've got the Hedge Witch, and we've got this Salu Vitality at the bottom. Okay, let me get a card from here. New moon in Scorpio, message for Libra. What's the message here for Libra? New moon in Scorpio. We've got Love Conquers All, which I think Taurus had. Okay, and we've got the anti-hero, Maverick, Risk Taker, Rule Breaker. Ooh, okay. The bad boy. Okay. So there's something secret here, okay, with the Hedge Witch. This person is a secret, maybe a secret admirer, Libra. With Love Conquers All, they're really focused on you, okay. They want a commitment. They this person is very loyal to you. It feels like they want to breathe some life into this connection, okay. But at the same time, I feel they haven't really come forward and expressed their feelings, I don't think. And with this anti-hero, it feels like this person is a risk taker, yeah? That they're ready to strike out on their own. They don't care if other people support this. They think you're the one. They're pledging their commitment to you, okay? And this person's like, wow, like you're the one for them, okay? And they're not afraid to break rules, push people away that are standing in their way. Okay, let's look at the Hedge Witch and Love Conquers Always at the Empress. There you are. Strength. And the Seven of Swords. See, this person feels so strongly with justice, Libra. Here you are again. Okay, this person wants you. They want to do right by you. This with strength. They are really determined as well. With the Seven of Swords, just how determined they are could be kept under wraps, okay? Because this person is not afraid to, with that Maverick energy as well, with the Seven of Swords, they're not afraid to be a little, not manipulative in a bad way, but they're not afraid to do things just a little underhand, maybe, to get with you, okay? Yeah, they feel so strongly that they want to be with you. With Empress and Strength, it's like this person really wants this. And they can be concealing just how much they want it, okay? Okay, I think with that Justice, and we saw the commitment here, they could be, even if they don't know, like, I feel this person is, you haven't been in a romantic connection with this person, they're hidden. But the fact that they want all this with you is like secret as well, okay? Just how much they want with you and how much they want you. Let's look at the Empress. Why is that there for Libra? Why is the Empress there for Libra? Five of Cups and Three of Swords. Oh, so this person may be someone who regrets hurting you. They may have hurt you in the past, okay? We've got the Hermit. So Virgo energy. I mean, this person could have hurt you, which may be why with this vitality and health, they want to breathe some sort of life into this connection. Let's look at strength. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this person wishes to marry you, okay? This person sees you as, gosh, I don't know. It's like even when they approach you, they've already made up their mind to be with you. Let's look at the Seven of Swords, the Tower, and one more. The Chariot. With the Devil, see, there's a little bit of an obsession here, okay? This person is kind of obsessed, and that may be what they're covering up here with the Seven of Swords. I think that there's going to be like a sudden move towards you. Okay, this person is in the shadows with that hidden lore, and then they're suddenly going to make themselves, it's like suddenly bursting onto the scene, right? Yeah, interesting. Okay. Gosh, okay. Let's look at this Five of Cups. For some of you, if this person hasn't broken your heart, they could just see that you've been hurt, okay, and they feel really bad about that. But for quite a few of you, this person may have upset you in the past. Let's look at the Five of Cups. I don't think that they're next though. Why is the Five of Cups there? Queen of Swords. And one more. Ace of Swords, yeah. This person sees an opportunity for love with you, Libra, and for everything with the Ten of Coins as well. They think they can have it all with you, okay? Commitment, stability, you know, you're the Empress, right? So you can literally give this person a new life. And I feel like they're in search of a new life, okay? Because beneath the Salu, we've got the other world. Illness, transition. This person has, you know, something's ended in their life and they see that you can give them a new life, okay? But they want some kind of lasting commitment with you. Let's look at the Tower. Ten of Wands. And one more. King of Swords. Let's look at the Chariot. Ten of Pentacles. Gosh. And one more. The Hanged Man, the Page of Coins. I think this person, I mean, I would just advise a little bit of caution, because I think this person, although they want to partner up with you, they think they'll be stable, all of that, they may conceal from you the fact that they see this new chance of a new life with you, and it's because their old life has left them with a lot of responsibilities, okay, or there's some heaviness there that they may not be telling you exactly, okay, like maybe they have debts, or they've got some really bad health, or I don't know, there's something that they may not be telling you about, and they're just suddenly going to burst onto the scene, and then with that Chariot, maybe try to get you to commit soon, okay, you know, because they see that they can have this new amazing life with you. With the Devil as well, it's like, I think this person will probably be loyal if they get with you, but I think with the Devil, what's driving them is you know, they're not motivated by pure love. They're sort of being motivated by wanting to be done with something heavy in their life, okay, that's what I'm getting. Let me look at this anti-hero. There's an anti-hero there. Seven of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, for some of you, I would just advise some caution, because with the anti-hero, I suddenly got this thing that this person might be the bad guy, like the villain, okay? With the Seven of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, they could be, they're so determined to turn things around with you, and for some of you, they are determined to have a better financial outcome for themselves, okay? I do get that. And they think that they're going to have this amazing, great life with you, and so they're determined to partner up, you know? They're determined to partner up with you. So, yeah, just a little bit of caution there, okay? I think this person will suddenly burst onto the scene and then fairly soon move you, try to get you maybe to commit, okay, or something like this. Yeah, I think, yeah, just be a little careful, okay, that's what I'm getting. Especially if anyone who tries to bounce you very quickly into something you're not ready for, just be very careful. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Libra, and I think that concludes everybody now. I will timestamp it. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that new moon in Scorpio reading. Don't forget to set your intentions, okay, for any manifestations you want at this time, and I'll see you next reading. Okay, bye.